Okay, so I will continue uh, to do the drawing. So this is our drawing. So for this drawing, we can print. This is the layout space A3. There is A4. If you want to print at A4, you can choose this. You want to print at A3, you can choose this. What do you call this drawing. So A2 this and A1 this and A0 this. So the size of the paper is getting bigger and bigger. So for example, we are going to print at A3 for this drawing. So today, oh, I just forgot to do the two things. Just continue to draw line, enter for from this to this. So this will be uh, go to home, and this line should be solid. So please create zero again. Okay, so this line is solid, and then do one more time, L, enter from this point to this point, and then this one is also going to be solid line. So we see this is the this like kind of this line. So this is the line, it should be solid here. So now we are going to print this at A3. So you go to A3, and then now we are going to do space aligning between the model and the A3. So the command is ALIGNS, align space. This is the command, align space. So if you want to do the space alignment between model and uh, paper, you do the align space, and then if you click the align space, so the computer will ask you first alignment point in model space. Where is the first point? Okay, I want to align at this point. So the first alignment at the model space is here. The second alignment at the model space is here. So you see, this is the frame of A3 paper that we have created last week. So just click these two, and then this is the endpoint, first endpoint, the second alignment of the paper space. So this is the second, and then the computer asks activate the desired viewport to align and press enter to continue. Oh, then just press enter. So the space between the model and paper is aligned. So you see here, it will be 1 to 1 spacing. You see here, you can see the alignment is 1 to 1. So, but here, don't scroll your to mouse. If you scroll, it will be like this, become uh, not aligned again. So you see here, the alignment is 0.36 of scale. So do one more time, align space. So this is the first alignment point of the model space, second alignment point of model space, and then this is the first alignment at paper space, second alignment at paper space, and then press enter, and you can here there is like padlock, you can lock here. So if you scroll, the scale is not is become like this. So this is what we call space alignment, align space. So you, if you don't want to have a grid, actually the grid, if you print, nothing changes. The grid is not going to be print, but you can off the grid here, so to make better view of the drawing. So this is model space, And if you click model here, it will become paper space, mean the paper space. Okay, so next one, we will do the dimension. Okay, I will show you dimension in AutoCAD. There is six kind of dimension. Okay, dimension in AutoCAD, there are six uh, type of dimension. So dimension. So I will share this. Okay, you can see. Okay, for example, we have, okay, for example, we have the shape like this. So there are six type of dimension. First one is this one. This is horizontal. Horizontal dimension. For this one, this is opposite to horizontal. This is vertical. Vertical dimension. And we also have this dimension. This is angular, and we have also this. For example, you want to do the dimension that align to this. This is A L I G N, align, dimension align. And we have two more dimension. This is diameter, diameter. If we have circle, they will diameter. And from circle, this is radius. So we have one, two, three, four, five, six type of dimension. And by default, the command is dim. But if you cannot do the dimension, you can type dim plus three words, three letter, three first letter. For example, for dim plus hor for horizontal. Dim ver, dim ang. So the first three letter of any command you want. Vertical, dim align, dim ali, dim dia, dim right. So this is the word if you want to specialize the dimension. So uh, uh, okay, this is the dimension type. So I will show you in practical. For example, I want to do the dimension here. So just type dim, enter. So you can click this point to this point. So it will dimension, but the first one, the spacing between the last point here, you can move your mouse here, and then don't click here, just bring down. You will have this green uh, extension line. So means from that point, I just want to click 10. So 10 millimeter. So if you do the distance between this point to this perpendicular point is 10 here, 10 millimeter distance. So the first point is 10 millimeter. So this is how we do the dimension. By default you can type dim, just dim, for example from here to here. From this point you can move your mouse here with the you see here there will be green dot dot dot, so you can move here. From here is 10 millimeter, so you can create 10 millimeter here. And then if you want to do dimension again, dimension dim, for example from this point to this point, 10 millimeter. Okay, you can create this dimension. So this is for example if you want to create small dimension, for example dim here, from this point to this point, you want to create vertical one, but you want to put here somewhere here, it cannot be vertical. You want to put here here, you cannot put the vertical one. So for this you can type dim ver, dim ver, dim vertical, enter. So you click this point and this point, so it will create only vertical dimension. It cannot create horizontal dimension, align dimension, and so on. So just if you want to create this, you can put something like this, so it will measure only the vertical one here. So uh, next one, uh, for example you want to dimension align, dim ali, dim align. So you can, for example this point to this point, you it will create a align dimension between these 2 points, not vertical, not align. If you do the dim only from this point to this point, it cannot create a dim align, just vertical and horizontal. So another thing in dimension dim, uh, you can choose any circle. It will find the circle and the radius for the circle. Or you can use this here, you can see angular. For example you want to uh, measure the angle, for example this line and this line, it will create 60 degrees of measurement. So this is dimension. So basically default uh, default what we call default command for dimension is dim, the three word from dimension. But if you want to, for example you just want to dim dia, diameter, so you can click this and it will find the diameter only for this drawing, this circle. So this is how we can create dimension. And for example you want to create better uh, dimension for total line, for example dim, you will see this is the baseline spacing. So you can type, click here baseline, then the computer asks specify first extension line origin as baseline. So first, for example you click here, this will be the point, and then if you click here, it will directly generate the space, the between space between these two. This is 8 mm distance, di distance between this point and this point is 8 mm here, 8 mm. So this is the dim start, modify. This is the baseline spacing. I have set 8 mm, mean between the baseline spacing any dimension is about 25 mm. So this is, for example like this. And then you want to create another dimension for total length, dim here to here, total length for this, and then you want to put 8 mm, so just move your cursor here, no need to push, no need to click here. Sorry, okay, for example, maybe here also okay. Yeah, so you move your cursor there, and then you go move your cursor to the right, it will create the green dot line, and then from that point is 8 mm. So you can create, you can arrange the distance between any line is 8 mm. So for example, you want to check distance from this center point to this is 8 mm, so you can create something like that. So this is total. Okay, for example, the here dim from this point to this point is the width of the plate, so you can also put this, and if you want to put it same label with this 100, you can click here, so it will become here. So this is how we create the dimension. So this is how we create the dimension. So for example, here if you don't want to have the point zero, you can select all, and then right click, precision, make the precision zero, so only the integer will be shown to this drawing. So this is how we create the dimension. So next one, I want to create a leader. So the command for leader is mld. Mld. So for you all, okay, just wait for a second. Uh, I I will share you the, okay, my notes for AutoCAD. Uh, okay, this document actually I used to share with the outsiders. I do the training outside, training AutoCAD, and this is the notes. I think I can share you the notes. Okay, this is all notes for AutoCAD, for the training I've done at Midai Techno, the company that I created in 2018. So if you see at WhatsApp, this is all the command. You can see a lot of command here. So this is the command. If you want to draw a line specifically, you can follow this. This is how to do the editing command, trim, fillet, chamfer. This is the basic. So the layer, actually I have set the layer for center point, hidden point, normal. So this is the layer. uh, Block, next week we will learn about block, to do the assemble for the last assignment for you all. So this is the dimension. Dimension, we have 6 types of dimension. So this is what I have shown you just now. Dimension style, to change the style. If you use AutoCAD at your company, maybe sometimes the style is not following the standard, so you can follow this uh, type, this, and the setting is here. What we want to set is here. So for example, you type D, dimension style, D, and then click modify, and then you can change the dimension. For example, for lines I have created 8 mm, assembly on line 1, offset from origin also 1, symbol and arrows I set to these types, text I have set the align with the mission line, and using just standard and so on. So this is the notes, and you can refer later. So next one is multi-leader. So you can do the multi-leader. For example, the basic one, MLD. For example, arrowhead here, I put here. So it will create a arrow, something like this. So you can uh, off the auto mode here. So you can put here. Okay. So for example, uh, I want to type base referring line. Means this is referring line. So base referring line means this is the baseline for this drawing. All of this will be aligned here. So for example, you can type the notes something like this, and you can also go here to annotation, annotate tab here, and then for the multi-leader, the standard one is here like this. This is the standard one. So you can also choose standard balloon. Standard balloon, for example, you want to do the numbering. So that MLD, enter. So here you can put here, and then this will be the dot, not the arrow like this. So you can click here. For example, this is number one, part number one. Okay. MLD, for example, this one is part number two. Okay, we just put the part number two. MLD, part number three. So I show you. At 12 o'clock we will do together. We will assemble together at A001, and then if you have any question, you can ask me there. But I will also share you the video. So MLD again. Okay, part number four. I think I want to use this as washer. Is part number four, and MLD. This nut is part number five. So there is one, two, three, four five parts for this. So you have created this, and then for example, you want to make this drawing is aligned. So to do the align, first of all, please on the auto mode here, and then select all of this with green selection, the cross selection method, and then you do M leader align here. Multi leader, this is M leader align. So you can align the multi leader, MLA, M leader align here, and then click enter. So the computer asks select multi leader to align. So for example, I want to put all of this same label as 5. So if you go up, it will arrange vertically, but I want to arrange horizontally. So I put, so it will create horizontal alignment like this. So this is the part number. Part number one, part number two, part number three, and so on. So next one, this is the center line. Okay. For example, I want to create a section line. So section line, just click L, enter. Here, from this point, do not don't need to click anything, just move up for 10 mm, just draw a line like this, for example for 10 mm also. And then uh, if you want to uh, put an arrow here, so you can do uh, change to standard again, change the multi leader, annotate here to standard again, and then just type mld from here. So just about here like this, an arrow, just click here and then click outside, it will click an arrow like this. So for these two, here you can uh, scale it for 1.5 time to make it bigger. Okay, so select all of this, put it in solid line. So if you click here, display, so it will become thicker line here. So this is will display line weight display. So when you print, it will print this thicker. So here and then you can text MT, multi text. For example, you create a box here, something like this. Then justification is where you want to find. For example, here I want to justify the word at the middle center of the box. So here A, but the size I want also highlight this, highlight here, select the two, and then this size I want to keep at 7 mm. So it will create the something like this. So section A, I just copy here, copy, and then maybe uh, copy for 100. So this is section AA, and we can do the multi-text here, empty. For example, I want to put here first justification, just type middle center, type section A A, and then select all of this, change size to 7, click outside. So if we click justification, so for example, I want to align here and then move up for 30 mm, for example. So it will create a center drawing of this. So this is section AA, means the section you cut here and you will see what is inside the section. So this is how we can do the dimension. For example, you want to create something like this. Just wait for a second. Okay. Okay. If you want to create a detail view like this, detail view here, you want to create detail view like this. Okay, just draw a circle here, for example, C, enter. C, enter. I just 250 and 200, 200, 250, comma 200 is the specified center point. So here, and then for example for 30, so 30, okay, and then you type MV, MV for model view. What we want to model, okay, this here is object. Click object and then click this object. So it will view the model, the drawing here inside this. So now we can click model and then we can move it big, change it bigger. For example, here. So 2 to 1. For example, I want to change it to 1 here. So we can see the drawing here. So if you click 2 to 1 here and then select viewport a lock here, so uh, it will become like this. So if you want to change viewport, for example here, this is the second viewport that I create. Control R, you can change between viewport. This is this viewport, and then Control R, this is this viewport. So you can change the viewport here, and then Control R again here, and then if you want to do just click model, so it will become the something like this. So now here you have create a circle. Now just create a circle here, C, enter. For example, for from this point to, for example, like this, and just empty multi-text. Multi-text here, you can create justification with the center B, and then the size is 7. So this is the bigger one, this is the multi-text. You can move here, for example here B, and you can uh, type empty also, multi-text here. Justification, I always use media center. Section, section, not section, detail B, with the scale is 2 to 1. So the big one. So here 7, detail B 2 to 1. So I can move here first and then go up a little bit like this. So detail B. So if you have a detail, this is the bigger than this, and then you want to hide this circle. So just create a linear layer. For example, hide the hide layer. So of this, and then click here, put to the hide layer, and then this is the lamp of the turn off the hide layer. So it will create something like this. So you will see this is the detail B. So very clear to see here. So this is uh, the detail view, and then I want to create this what we call the part list. So we can do at Excel. So I open my Excel, for example, open Excel here, Okay, you can type part number. This part number. This is part name. Okay, the third one is, for example, material, and then quantity. Last one is notes, for example. So you just one, two, three, four, five parts. The first one is bolt. The size is M16 times M16 times 45. So bolt M16 times 45. So bigger. Okay, you can see here. So next one is bolt M15 times 45. Plate plate. This also plate. 4 is washer. M16. Nut M16. So usually for the material, we can see material is, for example, bolt is mm, SNCM45. So the nut also same. Washer I use aluminium. Plate is FC200, for example. So just uh, create the one. This is part number. I want to here quantity. The quantity is one. Is also one. Plate one. Washer two. And then nut is one. Not is, this is purchase item. Item. So for example, I want to create something like this. Purchase item is also purchase item. Purchase item. So this is make it bigger. So you can create a table like this. This also center. For example, this is the bolded one. So I want to change the text to ISO. Change to ISO like this. So this is my part. So I just save this. Save to more option. This PC. Find the browse. Try to find the folder that you have created. Work JUP 25 drawing CAD, I think. I just if it part list. Okay, so I've created this, and then I want to link to the AutoCAD. So how can I link? Just take tab table, enter. So start from a table is very difficult. So from a data link, no data link is found, we can create here, create a new data link. So I just name part this. This is the data name. Click OK, and then browse a file. So we browse the part list that we have created. Work JUP 25 So this is the part list. Just open, and then the computer will find the data. This is at sheet 1, okay. So we have the data. Click OK again, and click OK. So we can put a data here, for example, and then to we can select this and click M for move. I can move from this point to this point. So it will create a better better at here at this point, at this side, this corner. So I think the drawing is complete. So now want to finish. So for example, empty. Just click empty for multi-text. Here to here, you can justification media center, engineering, drawing, and CAD drafting. So this is first, and then projection empty. This is the angle projection. Just here justification also media center. Third angle, third angle. So for drawing title, empty. From here to here, justification middle left. Left is okay. Click the space bar once, and then for example, bolt uh, plate assembly. Space plate assembly. Okay. And then if we type empty for this, very difficult. Just click copy, uh, type copy here, enter, and then copy from this point to this point to this point to this point, this point, this point, this point, this point, and this point. So you have copy all of this. Just double click at the just drawing number, for example, 2025. Uh, what is the number? Uh, 05, I think, 5, and then date. Today's date also okay. To 25 12, and today is 17. Drawn by your name. For example, I type M. Student ID, your student ID. For example, check by uh, just my initial MZS. You can put here, and then scale. There are two scale here. 1 to 1, comma 2 to 1. 2 to 1. Size. This size is A3. A3. So division is 0. So you can create the drawing like this, and then after that save, and then for submission, click AutoCAD here, print, click OK, and then find the desktop. See, find the folder. Work JUP 12.5 engineering CAD drafting CAD, and then here 05, and then just uh, put your student ID. For example, 323 001. for example. Okay, 2025, uh, assign- assignment number 5, and then your student ID. Save. So this is the file that uh, you have to send to submit for the assignment. So this is the file. So I will share you this file also. Uh, so this is the answer. So please do the drawing like this, uh, and I will share you this video. So this is for today. At 12 o'clock, please gather at A001. And if you have any question, at that time, I will answer and I will show you. Please bring your laptops. Uh, and if you don't have laptop, I only have one spare laptop. You can use that, but you can also share with your friend to do the this assignment. Okay. So any question? So I stop the recording first.